Hey everyone! Today I made this amazing fit cake. If you want something sweet but still light, this is perfect. No white sugar, just natural. Ingredients, it's super creamy and honestly looks so good. Come closer, look at these layers and let's cut into it and enjoy it together. First, I melt 125 grams of natural butter. Then I add 1 tablespoon of homemade forest honey. And together we melt butter and honey. And pour in about 100 milliliters of cooking cream. I gently heat everything while stirring so it all comes together nicely. Then I add 150 grams of coconut flour and cook it a bit more until I get a thick mixture. This will be the base of our cake. Once everything is well combined, I set it aside and get it ready for the cake pan. I use a 24-centimeter cake pan, which is about 9 inches. I remove the ring and place plastic wrap on the bottom so the cake comes off easily later. I flip the ring and use the bottom part so the mixture settles nicely and spreads evenly into a perfect round shape. Then I wrap it in foil and spread the mixture nicely. Then I use a pot to press it down really well so the coconut base is firm and evenly distributed all the way to the edges. Once I'm happy with it, I wrap it in plastic wrap and place it in the fridge to set nicely and get ready for the next layer. Tell me in the comments, have you ever made a coconut base before and do you prefer it softer or more firm? Now I have 500 milliliters of Greek yogurt and I add 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. I gently mix it together and let it sit for a few minutes so the chia can swell a bit and give it that nice creamy texture. Now I take 200 milliliters of milk and just gently heat it up. We don't need it to boil, just enough to make it nice and warm. Then I add 1 tablespoon of homemade forest honey and stir until it dissolves completely. When the milk is warm, I turn off the heat and add another 20 grams of gelatin in sheets and stir until it melts completely. Then I leave this mixture aside to cool slightly because we really don't want it to be too hot when we add it to the yogurt. Otherwise, the texture of the whole thing could be ruined. Now the base is nicely set and firm, so we can move on. First, I carefully unwrap the plastic so I do not damage the edges. Then I gently transfer it onto a cake board so everything is stable and ready for layering. Now I place the ring back around the base so we can add the next layers and keep that nice clean shape. This is really the moment when you can already see it coming together. Tell me in the comments, do you usually use a ring or do you prefer shaping it by hand? The milk has now cooled down nicely, just enough to add it to the yogurt. Now I slowly pour it into the yogurt with chia seeds while gently mixing with a spatula. So everything blends together smoothly here. I like to take my time because I want a perfect creamy texture with no lumps and a nice even consistency. It already looks so good at this stage, and I cannot wait for the next step. Tell me in the comment, do you usually mix slowly or just go for it quickly? Now I pour the yogurt mixture over the prepared coconut base, smooth it out on top so it looks nice, and even then I cover it and place it in the fridge for at least 1 hour to set nicely. Now I already have a nicely blended mango puree. It smells amazing and gives such a fresh vibe. I take 2 gelatin sheets and soak them briefly just until they soften and swell. While that is happening, I gently heat the mango puree. Just a little, not too much, just until warm. Then I add the gelatin and stir until it fully melts and blends into the mango. This will give us that beautiful, glossy top and even better flavor. Tell me in the comments, do you prefer fresh mango or would you use a different fruit here? The yogurt layer has now set nicely and is just firm enough so we can add the final layer. Now, I take the mango puree and slowly pour it over the top. I like to take my time, so it spreads evenly across the whole surface. Then I gently smooth it out to get a nice, clean finish. It already looks so fresh and beautifully colorful. Once I'm happy with it, I carefully cover the cake and place it back in the fridge for a few hours so everything can fully set and come together. This is really the final step where it all comes together. Tell me in the comments. How long could you wait before trying it? Because I honestly cannot wait. And that is it. Our fit cake is ready. It looks absolutely beautiful and I cannot wait to try it together. And now we're at my favorite part. The cake is fully set and ready to come out of the mold. I gently remove the ring and you can already see how nicely it holds its shape. It looks so fresh and creamy, and I go straight into slicing. I cut it into 8 pieces. Each slice is just the right size to enjoy without any guilt. Look at these layers. Coconut on the bottom, creamy yogurt with chia seeds in the middle, and a glossy mango top. Now, let me bring one slice closer so you can really see the details. It is soft, moist, and just inviting for that first bite, and at the end, I gently press it with a fork so you can see how smooth and creamy it is inside. This is truly a perfect everyday fit dessert. I hope you try it and tell me how it turns out. And you know what I really love about this cake is how simple it is to make, but in the end, it looks like a little piece of art, and the flavor is something special. Perfectly sweet, fresh, and light without that heavy feeling after dessert. What I also love is that you can make it ahead of time and keep it in the fridge ready for those moments when you want something sweet but still light. It is also perfect for guests because everyone thinks it is much more complicated than it actually is. Tell me in the comments, would you change anything? Would you add more fruit or keep it just like this? And if you know someone who could use a recipe like this, go ahead and share this video with them. Maybe they need it. Today, I would really appreciate it if you share it so it can reach more people. Thank you for being here with me today, sending you a sweet hug, and do not miss the next recipe.